Greetings, mathematicians. Today we're looking at section 7.8, example 1, simplifying expressions in terms of I. Following this definition, the square root of a negative number is always equal to I times the square root of that number. So following that, we're going to look at these relatively quickly here. So A is going to be the square root of negative 64, so that's equal to I times the square root of 64, and the square root of 64 does simplify to 8, so this is really 8 times, or I should say I times 8, but we normally write I after the numbers, so this is going to simplify to 8I. For B, we have the square root of negative 50, so the square root of negative 50, following the rule here, would be I times the square root of 50. So let's put an A here and a B here, and that is the square root of 50 is not a perfect square, but it does simplify. We can simplify that radical, and I'll do that over here on this side. So the square root of 50 is equal to the square root of 25 times 2, which I can split even further. The square root of 25 times the square root of 2, so this is actually equal to 5 times the square root of 2. That is the simplified radical of square root of 50. So this is going to be I times 5 times the square root of 2, and I will always go after numbers, but it will go before square root symbols. So this is going to be 5I times the square root of 2. And that's the answer for 1B. For C, we have negative square root negative 4, so that's actually going to be written as negative, and then the square root of negative 4 would be I times the square root of 4, but we know the square root of 4 is 2, so this is negative I times 2, and again, numbers are going to go first, then I, so negative 2I would be our answer there. And for D, we have a negative square root of negative 29. Well, the square root of 29, and we see it here, does not simplify. The 29, it will stay the square. It's already simplified square root of 29. So for D, it's just I, well, not dash, but I times the square root of 29. And that's it, because the square root of 29 does not simplify further.